Tune in to the leading internet radio station in the mother city, Radio Easter River. For more information, log on to our website, which is www.radioeasterriver.co.za.
You are listening to Radio Easter River.
Our station, our talent, our people.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the show. So last week I was here, it was my first time, and I was basically speaking about debt counseling, debt management. So once again, we'll be delving into that topic. Last week, my nerves was a bit of a mess, and I think it got a bit of the best of me. So we spoke about what is debt counseling, and then I went into the topic of what is a credit score. So I think because of my nerves last week, I felt I wasn't able to convey the message more clearly, and so I thought that I would then just talk about it once again and make sure that, the nerves are a bit calmed down today, so then I can be able to explain and convey the message the way I was intending to do so last week. Right, so let's get started. What is debt counseling? Okay, debt counseling is a financial service aimed at assisting individuals struggling with debt management. Debt counseling involves working with a certified debt counselor who evaluates the individual's financial situation, creates a budget, and negotiates with creditors to establish a more manageable repayment plan. The debt counselor provides guidance on financial literacy, budgeting, and debt repayment strategies to help you regain control of your finances. Debt counseling aims to alleviate financial stress, prevent bankruptcy, and ultimately to help you become debt-free. All right, it is crucial for individuals to seek reputable and licensed debt counseling services to ensure that they receive trustworthy advice and support. So I am the owner and the debt counselor of New Leaf Debt Solutions. And if you want to confirm that your debt counselor is indeed licensed, you can go to www.ncr.org.za, and then you can search the debt counselor under Register of Registrants by either using the debt counselor's name, or you could use the debt counselor's registration number. So what happens when you apply for debt counseling, right? You will have an initial consultation with a debt counselor. You can sit down, it's either face-to-face, or you can have it done online if you're a little bit skeptical or a little shy to speak to someone about your financial situation face-to-face. All right, so what happens at the first consultation? You have a credit assessment is done by the debt counselor. So the debt counselor will then draw up your ITC with your consent, of course, and then usually this allows you get an SMS on your phone to advise you that the debt counselor is trying to access your credit report, and it is then on the SMS that you receive that you can go and respond, and the debt counselor can get your credit report. You need to know that a debt counselor cannot just access your credit report without your consent, and hence that is why you receive an SMS from our institution. All right. After that, what happens is we go through your budget. So the debt counselor will sit down with you to discuss what your income is, what your expenses are, and how much you pay for your debt on a monthly basis. All right. They need obviously your payslip. They need to know what your salary is, if you get any overtime, what your deductions are, because that needs to be part of your budget. We also need to know what your expenditure is, such as water and electricity, if you're paying rent, what your transport fees are, if you have any kids, obviously if there are school fees involved, extracurricular activities for the kids, aftercare, those things all need to be placed into your budget because it needs to be provided for, or the debt counselor needs to make provision for that on your budget so that once you start with the process, that those expenses are already covered and that the remaining funds go then towards your debt review. All right, what happens from then is after the debt counselor has received all information, we then work out a repayment plan. So the repayment plan is based on a couple of things. There's various factors that are involved. And these are what your income is, as I've said already, what your expenses are, your debt. So we need to know how much debt you have, what the balances are, what the installments are, what the interest rates are. And with that, we are then able to work out something that is more affordable and manageable for you. All right, from there on, we will obviously explain that we've worked a percentage out on what your debt repayments will be. And once you're fine and satisfied, what happens is we send you the documents. It's usually sent also online, so it will be via an SMS, or it will be sent to your email. You can open the documents, you can have a read through it, and you can sign it electronically once you're satisfied. And then those documents are sent through to the debt counselor. Once you sign the documents and it has been sent through to your debt counselor will then proceed with putting you on their books and then sending out notifications to your credit providers and then basically starting the negotiation process. The negotiation process can take approximately 60 days. So it takes about 3 months for us to negotiate and to basically get confirmation or approval from your credit providers that they are satisfied with the proposal that we have put in place for you. Then what happens is payments go off every month. You pay your debt, and it could go up to 60 months. Some people, depending on the amount of debt they have, it can be less than 60 months, but 60 months is the maximum period for which you may be under debt counseling for. Okay? So you've paid your debt up, whether it's 24 months, 36 months, or 60 months altogether. Your debt is settled, you get a clearance certificate, and we then declare you debt-free. We then obviously, we inform you, we send you a certificate, and we notify the credit bureaus, we notify the credit providers that you have now been cleared from debt, and then we basically take, as people know it to be, your name of debt review. So basically, we will advise all the relevant parties, we'll send that off, and we'll clear you on our side. You will then obviously then be cleared debt-free, so then you can start fresh. And that is hence why my business is called New Leaf Debt Solutions, because after the 60-month period, or once your debt is cleared, and I've cleared you, they have then turned over a new leaf. You've started fresh, and you can now go and, like I said last week, if you have any goals in place, like you would like a vehicle, but you couldn't because your credit score wasn't too good, or you want to apply for a home loan, but your credit score was bad. Once you are then declared debt-free from my side, and you are debt-free, you can then go and apply for your vehicle finance or your home loan. All right, so that was basically it about debt counseling and how the process is. We will be taking a short break, and then when we come back, I'll then once again be discussing what a credit score is and how you can then improve on that.
You are listening to Radio Yesterday.
Thank you for your love, your amazing love, your amazing love, your unconditional love, so amazing grace. Oh, I'm so grateful for your grace, your grace, Lord, I'm grateful for. Lord, I'm thankful for your grace, grace.
I started so late, and I just keep on telling them I just had to wait. I waited on you, Lord, waited on you, Lord, and I'll do it again if you ask me to. I waited on you, Lord, waited on you, Lord, and I'll do it again if I have to. Now even in my young days, I did things my way, and every time I'd fall, oh God, you'd make things okay. I waited on you, Lord, waited on you, Lord, and I'll do it again
You are listening to Radio Yesterova.
if you want me to. I waited on you, Lord, waited on you, Lord, and I'll do it again. I'm in awe of you. I will wait on you till the end of time. I will not move, God.
You are listening to Radio Yesterova.
Our station, our talent, our people.
Tidang Raki.
All right, thank you for joining us once again. So, before the break, we spoke about what debt counseling is and what the process involved is. So, just to recap, when you apply for debt review or when you are considering going into the debt management industry because you are finding yourself struggling or over indebted, confirm and make sure that your debt counselor is licensed, right? And you can do so by going to their website, www.ncr.org.za, and then you can search them under the Register of Registrants. So you can either check via their name or you can use the registration number. So for instance, if you want to check mine, my registration number is NCRDC 3433. You can click on the search button and then my information will pop up there. You'll find my business name, my contact details, and my address, right? And it will show there registered. All right, so let's go on to the next topic. What is a credit score? So a credit score is a numerical representation of your credit worthiness, right? So this is usually a digit between 0 and about 740, 760, depends on which credit bureau is being used. And this is essentially your likelihood of repaying your debts on time. It is calculated based on various factors such as your payment history, the amounts owed, the length of your credit history, the types of credit that has been used, and new credit accounts. So lenders such as banks and credit card companies, they use your credit scores to assess the risk of lending money to you. So they basically want to see whether providing you with credit is going to be a risk for them or whether you'll be able to repay it back. And this is part of an assessment that needs to be done via the National Credit Regulator. The higher your credit score is, the lower your risk would be, or indicates as per the credit score, making it easier for you to qualify for loans and credit cards with favorable terms, while lower scores may result in a higher interest rate and difficulty obtaining credit. Okay? Regular monitoring and maintenance of your credit score is important for financial health and access to favorable borrowing opportunities. So many people don't know what a credit score is. Okay, and many people, when they are applying for credit, and some are sometimes desperate to apply for a credit card or a personal loan, and they then tend to, do more than one or go to more than one credit provider at a time. So what brings your credit score down? There are quite a few credit things or factors that can bring your credit score down, such as how many times in the last 6 months, for instance, you've gone to apply for credit. So when a credit provider goes and does a check, they will have a look and say, oh, so-and-so applied for credit at Absa Bank, Standard Bank, and for instance, Old Mutual, all within the space of 6 months. So it looks like you are desperate to obtain a finance, whether it's a personal loan or credit card, and that ultimately each credit check that is done on your name brings your credit score down. So if you go to 2-3 banks in one day, it's going to bring down your credit score hectically. Also, they want to see how your repayments are. Have you missed any payments? Have you paid less than you were supposed to pay? Are you paying? They can't see if you're paying more. They need to check that you are paying every month and whether you have skipped payments. What else is there? They also obviously want to check the types of credit that you have on your name. Whether it's a credit card, how many credit cards, a loan, a vehicle. Because like I said, they need to obviously check what the risk involved is. So how do you as an individual check your credit score? Today there are many apps and many institutions that allow you the opportunity to check your credit score. There is, for instance, clearscore.com. They advertise a lot. You'll see them on the TV. And then you can download the app. They have an app on Play Store which you can download, and you can basically check that every day or once a month. With ClearScore, they give you a credit score, credit report every month to update you as to what has happened to your credit profile within that month. And you can basically check if your credit score has gone up or down, by how many points it's gone up or down. And you can obviously check what credit you have there and if you've skipped any payments and so forth. You can also go to TransUnion. TransUnion allows you to get a free credit score once every year. So that's one annual free credit report that you can get from TransUnion. So you have to create yourself a profile, you create yourself a password and a login, and then you can check that basically once a year. You get a free credit report. And like I said, there are many other institutions where you can go and check your credit score. I think there is one for direct access called Pulse, and numerous other places that you go and check. So people, in order for your credit score not to go down, please, if you want credit, please try not to go to more than one credit provider at a time, because this brings your credit score down. So if you apply, for instance, with direct access and you do not succeed, it's advisable not to go and apply for credit or go for credit check at another institution immediately thereafter. For some people, I know that you need that loan immediately, but it's not going to help you in the long run. Okay, and then a couple of other things. Please, please, please. I want to continue with my shows here at East River Radio. I would like your input. It's always nice to hear from the consumers. So please comment, send us a WhatsApp. If you have any topics that you would like to speak about, I would like to hear from you. I want to speak about a topic every week. And if you have anything in mind that you would like me to discuss, please do let us know. And if you need advice, please also just pop us a message and then I will try and answer your questions on that. Furthermore, please like and follow my Facebook and Instagram pages. It's called New Leaf Debt Solutions. New spelled N-U. You can go and check me out on my website, www.newleafdebt.co.za. You can email me as well, info@newleafdebt.co.za. Or you can call me or WhatsApp me on 069 755 6167. So please pass this on to your friends and family. Get them to like, share, follow, like my posts, share my posts. And then also, please, please, share, like, follow East River Radio. You can WhatsApp them, 064 536 9095. You can email them info@radioeastriver.co.za. You can check their website out. It's www.radioeastriver.co.za. And then follow them on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram at Radio East River. Thank you for your time, guys, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Thank you.
You are listening to Radio East River. You are listening to Radio East River.
Be with us always. Do the things God commands. To have your way in our lives. Holy Spirit, be with us always. Holy Spirit, be with us always. Holy Spirit,
Our station, our talent, our
with
people.
us.
Tidang Ragi